Well, Linda, we start with breaking news just outside of Congo. Our CNN Washington Bureau reports that 2 American warships are on their way to the West African country in case U.S. citizens living there need to be evacuated. And this order is coming straight from the Pentagon. Congo officials are accusing Rwandan and Ugandan soldiers from trying to overthrow the government. The U.S. is taking these measures in case of civil unrest. And a potentially dangerous situation is unfolding right here in Bentonville, Arkansas, after hundreds of explosives are stolen. Now take a look at this. They were stolen right from this area, the Solid Rock Extractions Company. Along with the 50-pound bags of the explosive ANFO, detonators and boosters were also taken. On now to Berkeley, California, where we have late word that the FBI is on the trail of a computer hacker. Authorities believe the hacker is operating somewhere in Europe. They say the cyber sleuth decoded nearly 48,000 encrypted passwords, breaking into accounts at the University of California, UCLA, and Harvard. No word yet if any damages to the systems occurred. And turning our eyes to the skies, where good news is bad weather. That is, if you are trying to fly a hot air balloon around the world. Steve Fawcett has run into an area of calm weather with little wind as he nears the halfway point of his journey. The high-pressure system could cause the balloon to loop and stall out. And that is the very latest from the control center. I'm Juan Fernandez. Linda, back to you.
He's determined, though. All right, thank you, Juan.
Juan Fernandez is standing by with the latest on what's happening there. Juan?
That's right, Larry. And you know, by looking at these beautiful pictures behind me here, it's hard to believe that just a little while ago here in Pacoima, there was rain, clouds, even thunder and lightning. It was a very quick-moving storm that caught many people off guard. In Pacoima, things went from clear blue skies to dark, cold, and rainy within minutes.
A lot of thunder, you know, lightning, and it got real dark.
And after the clouds rolled in, the skies opened up, pelting people down below with rain and marble-sized hail.
About the size of a dime, a little over. And my truck was all full of it. All up here, so I had to put this plywood on because I was afraid that it might damage my hood and my windshield.
The Martinez brothers were home alone and got quite a scare. Yasser gathered his family together and waited.
We were by the window, and then my sister screamed, "You guys get in!" And then they went in the garage. I told them, "It's falling outside. Something's falling outside." And they went in because we had one window broken and went inside, and we were cold.
She was crying, and I was like, I was just getting ready, just to get all my family, together, and just in case something happened, like an earthquake.
Did you have any idea what it was?
Well, not at first, till I went up to the back door, and it was coming down pretty hard all over the cars. It was pretty, white all over.
Even when the hail stopped, the rain kept coming down. And as this cold, rainy, hit-and-run storm moved on, it left plenty of reminders behind. Back out live here, and another beautiful reminder is what you see behind me here. Snow-capped mountains, even at these lower elevations. This area here in Pacoima got a little bit of snow. Right now, the streets are pretty much dry. The drainage taking most of the water away from the streets. So here in Pacoima, things look like they're drying up rather nicely. Reporting live in Pacoima, I'm Juan Fernandez, Channel 2 News.
My partner, Juan Fernandez, who's in Sylmar. Juan, what's going on there?
Well, let me tell you, Deborah, this is probably one of the worst areas that I've seen on our drive out here. We're on the 210 in Sylmar, just off of Hubbard Street, and the gusts are picking up pretty strong here. As you can see, big rigs are behind me, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. CHP is telling everyone to stay off the 210, to stay off most major freeways where big rigs also travel, because we are sharing the same roadway, and they're having a lot of trouble. A lot of these big rigs turning over. We spoke to one CHP officer who said he had trouble just getting out to the scene. Take a listen.
What we have is an overturned tractor trailer. The apparent reason for this to overturn is he had an empty load in there and decided to challenge Mother Nature this morning, and he lost. I've had estimates of winds of up to 50 knots out at this location in particular, and I don't see it getting any better for quite some time. We have put out wind advisories for both the Altadena area and West Valley areas in the San Fernando Valley, and hopefully people are listening to the radios and taking heed to what we've told them by staying off the freeway for a while. Definitely the worst I've seen since I've been in the area with the overturns, and unfortunately nobody has been seriously injured, and that's what we're thankful for.
back out live here, you can see just what the wind is doing here. It's just one of the larger trees in the area. If you heard the CHP officer just a moment ago, he said to stay tuned to the radio, to watch television, and make sure you know when these wind advisories are over. For right now, as he said, wind advisories are still in effect in Altadena and for most of the West Valley. Reporting live from Silmar, I'm Juan Fernandez. Back to you.
Okay, Juan.
The Getty Center is a whole lot more than just a museum. It's an experience, one intended to be shared by the entire family.
Well, it's really exciting. It's great to see families together doing things together.
To see all of the children come that are going to be a part of this is so wonderful.
And to keep the excitement alive, the Getty Center is planning more of these family days. Days where children are especially welcomed and activities planned just for them, like mask making or dressing up as one of the Getty's great works.
I think it's really fantastic. I've been looking at the exhibits, and some of the detail and the mastery of the artwork is really, really nice.
We're pleasant, we're free, we have a lot to offer families. Why don't we behave more like a park? Why don't we design a place that has some of the pleasures of a park, but is also an art museum?
The first Family Day visitors were members of different LA arts, cultural, and community organizations. Inside, they were able to enjoy the artwork in its proper serene environment. Outside, though, there was so much more than what most museum goers say they are used to.
As I'm fortunately a resident of Los Angeles, I will take this in small doses and come often because it's very beautiful.